Good morning, beloveds. I was looking at my hair, and you can tell the humidity's been high because my hair is huge. Hazards of having naturally curly hair, and I just dropped my glasses, so hold on. Oh. All right. Okay. It is Super Tuesday. If you have not voted, go out and vote. If you early voted, good for you. I don't think I've ever voted on election day since college. I may have done it in college. But since then, I've always early voted. So, all right. It is November 8th. Our title is I Am Healthy. Our first quote is, I say unto thee, arise and take up thy bed. And that is Mark 2:11. The second quote is, health and sickness are largely externalizations of our dominant mental and spiritual states. And that is Science of Mind, page 144. I am naturally healthy. I know it and accept it. Everything I am and everything I do is an expression of complete and perfect health. The universe surrounds me with balance, order, and harmony. I see wholeness everywhere in nature. I express and experience health in myself and in my world. My soul drinks deeply from the great wellspring of spirit. I am nourished and refreshed as I assimilate the elixir of life, which flows forth from the one source. I am spiritually healthy. Love fills my heart. Faith strengthens me. Peace envelops me. Confidence steadies me. Joy bubbles forth from me. I am forgiving, kind, and compassionate, considerate of others. I am nature in all feelings. No, I am mature in all feelings and reactions. My prevailing emotional attitudes are cheerful and balanced. I am emotionally healthy. Perfect circulation, perfect assimilation, and perfect elimination expressed through my body. I am functionally and organically sound. My body reflects the harmony of my soul, the discipline of my mind, and the balance of my emotions. Physically pure and strong, I give thanks for my healthy body. I am physically healthy. Integrated spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, I am unified with the currents of the one life. I am a healthy person now and always. And that is DC, Douglas Curtis. Donald Curtis. And now I'm not sure. And the half of the book that would tell me is in the other room. I'm confident that it's Curtis. So, and when I put it to YouTube, I've been putting the author's name in the title. There's a lot in there. And I would tell you that particular reading can be taken a couple of different ways. One, it was full of affirmations, which would make great mantras. Which is, interesting, so that you can pull them out and use is there one particular one that just really caught your attention? This is what I want to focus on. Or it would make a great body of a treatment that you're working on. Or maybe, because there was a lot in there. I mean, he did physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, healthy. And that's one of the things that struck me. Because when I was in my undergraduate degree, I took a medical anthropology class. And one of the things that I really appreciated, when they were contrasting the Eastern and the Western, is in Eastern medicine, they focus on the whole person. They want to make sure that you're physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually healthy. If you want to affect an absolute cure in their mind, you need to make sure that they are physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually healthy. And in the Western, that's all separate. And the medical association doesn't even deal with the spiritual, healthy. Because when we are spiritually healthy, we make better choices. When we are mentally healthy, we make better choices. When we are emotionally healthy, we make better choices. And there's a huge stigma around mental and emotional health. And so I appreciate that he used all of those. We can be as physically healthy as we want. And if our mental, emotional, and spiritual health isn't what it could be, then that's going to take a toll on us physically. There is research showing that, your emotional health, your mental health, and your spiritual health definitely takes a toll on your physical body. And Ernest says our physical body is a reflection of, our spiritual body. And so now the good news is, I'll always lean back on Dr. Goswami because that was one of my favorite classes. There's this, what I like to call God's idea of us. What he called it, the bliss body. It's like, this is the perfect body. And it's God's idea of us. And so when our physical body isn't working the way we would like it to, then we can go back to God's idea of us. But it does require us, to check our mental health, to check our emotional health, and to check our spiritual health. And that's one of the reasons why we talk about spiritual practice. The purpose of spiritual practice is to put you consciously in touch with the source of your own being, which means you go back and take a look at the blueprint, God's idea of you, the blueprint, the spiritual blueprint of yourself. And when you do that every day, you make that time to get in touch with the source of you, then everything is going to work better. Your emotional health will be more stable. Your mental health will be more stable. Your spiritual health will definitely be more stable because you are actively working on all of that. And that's the beauty of spiritual health, is when you work on your spiritual health, it trickles down through the mental, emotional, and physical. It can't help it. And it's why I structure these mornings the way I do, where I talk about hydration, where I talk about engaging your mind and your body, where I talk about, the spiritual practice of loving, kind, and compassionate. That's what it's about. It is about self-care. And it is about making sure that you're taking care of all four of those aspects of you. Not one of them can be neglected. But the good news is that when you focus on one, then you get that I don't know what word I want to use, where it affects all of it. And, so you get I guess side benefit might be a way. It's like, as I improve my spiritual health, the benefit is it's going to naturally improve my mental, emotional, and physical health. When I work on my physical health, when it naturally, and there's science, that physical activity improves mental health. And, when you work on your emotional health, then it does improve your physical health. The mind and body connection is such that a disturbance in any of those will create a disturbance in all of those, but an improvement in any of those will create an improvement in all of them. And so what I would say with the reading today is, if there's one in particular you want to focus on, because you're going to get benefits of all of them, then, choose out either one section or choose out one particular, saying, because he's got so many good ones. And the title is I Am Healthy, right there. So the mission today, should you choose to accept it, would absolutely be that. Choose a one sentence, and it can be, I am naturally healthy. It can be, my soul drinks deeply from the great wellspring of spirit. It can be, love fills my heart. Faith strengthens me. Choose one. If you want to go physical, perfect circulation, perfect assimilation, and perfect elimination expressed through my body. So he's got them for all four, for mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. pick one of them and focus on that today. Say that to yourself today. It's like give yourself some kind of clue, and every time you see like I wear a little amber ring, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one, and every time I play with that ring, because I do it a lot, then I'm going to say this phrase to myself. I'm not sure what I want. I think I'm going to go joy bubbles forth from me. Joy bubbles forth from me. That's going to be my word today, or my phrase today. So every time I play with my little amber ring, I'm going to say joy bubbles forth from me. And then it's an experiment. So by the end of the day, I'm going to see how I feel. So that's the mission today. Pick a phrase and repeat it to yourself periodically throughout the day. And by the end of the day, see how you feel. Joy bubbles forth from me. That's mine. Okay. So you have your mission. The other mission is the same mission I give you every day, to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. For me today, that is my phrase, joy bubbles forth from me. And I'm going to try and repeat it to myself as often as I can, especially if I get something that is not joyful. If, well, while I'm at work today, and I meet one of those customers that does not spark joy, I'm going to say to myself, joy bubbles forth from me. And see how that changes the way I move through my day. It's a grand experiment. And it's loving, kind, compassionate to myself and to the people that I'm going to be encountering, because I'm going to be focused on joy today. It hopefully will translate out and be pretty amazing. All right. And because I'm talking about loving, kind, and compassionate. I talked recently, maybe yesterday, about you don't break a habit, you replace a habit. And so that's kind of what the spiritual practice of doing something loving, kind, and compassionate for yourself is. It's about creating a new habit where no matter what happens, you have a loving, kind, compassionate response. So it is about self-care, but it is about joy as well. Because one of the things that you can do that's loving, kind, and compassionate for yourself is eat dessert first. It can be go and enjoy an amazing cup of tea or coffee. It can be going and taking a nap. It can be going and taking a walk. It can be spending time with somebody that you love, which I'm immediately distracted by my cat for. And so that is all loving, kind, and it is a spiritual practice because it is beneficial to your body, your mind, your soul, your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical health. All right. That is what loving, kind, and compassionate is. Spiritual practice is about making conscious time with the source of your own being, plugging into that inexhaustible source of love, kindness, and compassion, so that anytime you need a little extra, or anytime you meet somebody who needs a little extra, you're plugged into a bank of it. Okay? All right. So I would also, as I always do, encourage you, since we're talking about I am healthy, do something to engage your mind and your body today. Drink plenty of water. Hydration is super important to all of the healths. And get that early in your day bright light. It's very helpful to reset your hormone levels, your circadian rhythms, that early in your day bright light. So if you're up before the sun, use artificial light. If you're up after the sun, go get yourself a face full of sun. It's also how you get vitamin D, which is important to both your physical health and your emotional health. There's a lot of interesting research on how vitamin D does impact your mental and emotional health. Okay. And then, as always, take Ernest Holmes' words. Open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time because it's all God. It is the use that we make of it. All right. Sometimes you look around and you go, this is all God. And maybe what it's telling us is we're not making the best use of it. So, It is our superpower, because heaven is a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness. And when we take time out to make that conscious connection to the source of our own being, it gets better. It does honestly get better. Try it. You'll like it. Okay. And then you can always take Emma's advice. Look for the good and praise it. You want to create heaven? That's a good way to do it. Look for the good and praise it. All right. If there is anything else, I would suggest catch us on the social medias. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. If you want to know what's going on in the center, email info@creativelife.org. Bless me. It is allergy season. The ragweed has been high, and it's been warm for the last couple of days. So, yeah. Email info@creativelife.org. That will get you the constant contact. That will get you the hot links, and the hot links will take you right to where you want to know. There's a hot link that'll take you to the playlists, especially the Soul Session playlists, which are really good. You need inspiration, go to there. And all the other things, including the food market that's coming up, the book studies, what have you. There's all kinds of stuff going on all the time. So check us out. I think I said I was the running Rev Ryan on the social medias, but if not, there you go. I rattled my brain when I sneezed. So I will encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanting day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an amazing day, a voting, get out and vote day, because, or, a sit back and wait for the results day if you've already voted, although be patient, it's going to take some time, and a good day. And if that's too much pressure, simply have a day, because you are enough just as you are. You are a divine spark of God. You are a beloved child of God. You are literally God in action. So, keep that in mind, in whom God is well pleased and well represented. As I said, you are God in action. Okay, so take care of yourself. Know that you're loved. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I should be back with you around 9 a.m. Tomorrow. So take care of yourself. Know that you're loved. And I will see you next time.